Peace, family, peace, 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 peace. All right. I just came from the gym not too long ago. I hope you guys are having an absolutely phenomenal, amazing day. Why? Because you deserve it. Okay. If not, do understand and get your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. If you are new to my channel, to my page, my name is Dina Bryant. I do these inspiration videos just so we can change our mindset. We could shift our energy, vibration, frequency, and we could receive the things that we truly, truly desire. So today's video is about this book, okay, Prosperity Bible. And you know what? I've been getting a lot of feedback about this book, okay? And from people who may have never even read the book. And it baffles me because, how could you talk about a book that you have never read, friend? Okay? All right? And another thing I want to say, we have been conned. Okay? Yes, conned. Okay? Tricked. Okay? Bamboozled. Whatever you want to call it. Some of us would use these words whenever we would be faced with hard times. This is God's will. God's will is not for us to be faced with hard times. Okay, God's will is always free of expansion. It is always looking for ways for us to grow. Okay, ways to express itself, and is about abundance. Okay, abundance is our birthright. Okay, hard times and hardship and struggle, all of that is trickery. Okay, because if you give your attention to struggle and you say, well, this is the way my life's supposed to be, that's ignorance. And if you speak and say your life is supposed to be like that, your life is going to continue to be like that until you change your paradigm, until you change your perception. Okay, you notice sometimes when you say things, it just come alive. Some people say every time you turn around they have a bill, and no wonder bills tend to pop up, because that's what you are giving your energy to, and that's what you keep speaking over your life. People talk about voodoo and black magic and curses and stuff like that, but you have to understand, you cursing yourself each and every day. And yes, we do manifest each and every day, but you have to ask yourself, the manifestations that's coming into your life, do you like them? If not, I can almost guarantee it is because of your imagination. It is because of your thoughts. Okay, it is because of your belief system, which is creating your reality. Okay, so you would have to change your belief system in order to start creating a different reality. And friend, let me tell you something else. Okay, reality is an illusion. Okay, it is not real. At any given time, it can change. It can be changed. Okay. Well, let me say this. It is real to your perception. Whatever your reality is right now is real to you due to your perception. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to give a few words of inspiration pertaining to this book, the Prosperity Bible, and it has many different authors in here. Some Napoleon Hill, Benjamin Franklin, James Allen, Wallace Watlers, Ernest Holmes, Florence Shen, and many others. Okay. Now, one of the things that I have noticed is a guy on my TikTok page, and I'm not even going to say his name or anything like that because I don't want to give him attention. But one of the things you have to understand is this. You have to see what you're doing if it's working. Now, some people get caught up so much on a message, or who, not so much the message, but who said it, right? Like yesterday, I said something, the Greeks said, know thyself. And someone said, it's stop getting caught up on so much of who said it and pay attention to the message, friend. Pay attention to the message, not about who said it. Pay attention to what is being said, my love. Okay? All right. Okay, so the game of life and how to play it. Florence Schivel Shen. Scovel? Is it Scovel Shen? You see the name. Okay. So it says the game. Most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle. It is a game. It is a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without knowledge of spiritual law. And the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. Now, if you say, well, Jesus Christ, that was in his name or whatever, honey, pay attention, my love, okay? It's not about whom said it, or if they had Y's back in that day, they didn't have J's. None of that matters. What matters is this part that you really need to get. Spiritual laws, okay? Without the knowledge of spiritual law, and the Old and the New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness, okay? Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. So all to the ones that just like out to just receive, okay, you're going against universal law. Because life is about you giving and then you receive. So when you're trying to get ahead by saying, you know what, well, I'm going to do this, nobody's going to know. Yes, somebody will know. Your subconscious mind will know. And remember, the subconscious doesn't know fantasy from reality. All right, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This means that whatever man sends out in the world or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. If he gives criticism, he will receive criticism. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. We are taught also that the imagining faculty plays a leading part in the game of life. Keep thy heart, or imagination, with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. This means that what man imagines sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. I know of a man who feared a certain disease. It was a very severe disease and difficult to get, but he pictured it, continually reading about it until it manifested in his body. And he died, the victim of distorted imagination. So, we see to play successfully the game of life, we must train the imagining faculty. A person with an imagining faculty trained to images only good brings into his life every righteous desire of his heart, health, wealth, love, friends, perfect self-expression, his highest ideas. The imagination has been called the scissors of the mind, okay? And it is ever cutting day by day the pictures man sees there. And sooner or later, he meets his own creation in his outer world. To train the imagination successfully, man must understand the workings of his mind. The Greeks said, know thyself. Now, it doesn't matter if the Greeks wasn't the ones who said, know thyself, or who said it first, who originated it first. The point of the matter, goddamn it, is for you to self-master yourself and for you to know thyself. That's it. Okay? You take out what you need to take out, my love. Okay? You chew the meat and spit out the bones. Okay. There are 3 departments of the mind: the subconscious, conscious, and superconscious. The subconscious is simply power without direction. It is like a steam or electricity, and it does what it is directed to do. It has no power of induction. Whatever man feels deeply or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minutest details. For example, a woman I knew, when a child, always made believe she was a widow. She dressed up in black clothes and wore a long black veil, and people thought that she was very, very clever and amusing. She grew up, married a man with whom she was deeply in love. In a short time, he died, and she wore black and sweeping veil for many years. The pictures of herself as a widow was impressed upon the subconscious mind, and in due time worked itself out. regardless of the havoc created. The conscious mind has been called mortal or carnal mind. It is the human mind, and it sees life as it appears to be. It sees death, disaster, sickness, poverty, and limitation of every kind. And it impresses the subconscious. The superconscious mind is the God mind. Woo! Within each man, and is the realm of perfect ideas. And it is the perfect pattern spoken of by Plato. Now, Plato didn't say that. I don't give a damn who said it. Linda, okay? Or Patrick, I don't care. The divine design. For there is a divine design for each person. There is a place that you are to feel and no one else can feel. Something you are to do, which no one else can do. Talk about purpose, huh? Okay, you heard what it said? And it is the perfect pattern spoken of by Plato. The divine design. For there is a divine design for each person. There is a place that you are to feel and no one else can feel. Something you are to do which no one else can do. So to the people that's out there that's like, well, you know what, everybody's doing this thing. Well, suppose you're supposed to be doing that thing, and it doesn't matter if everybody is doing that thing or not, because they can't do it like you. And that's what you fail to realize, okay? There is a divine design on your life, and that's what you need to understand and get, okay? There is a perfect picture of this in the superconscious mind. It usually flashes across the conscious as an unattainable idea, something too good to be true. In reality, it is man's true destiny or destination, flashed to him from the infinite intelligence which is within himself. Okay, so the ones that's like, you know, God live outside me is the white man that's up in the sky, or the white beard, the man with the white beard, and he has a cane, and you know, I'm waiting for him to save me. Good luck with that. Okay, good luck with that. Many people, however, are in ignorance of their true destinies and are striving for things and situations which do not belong to them and will only bring failure and dissatisfaction if attained. For example, a woman came to me and asked me to speak the word that she would marry a certain man with whom she was very much in love. She called him AB. I replied that this would be a violation of spiritual law, but that I would speak the word for the right man, the divine selection, the man who belonged to her by divine right. And this is also another one, you know, people tend to do love spells and, you know, all these different things. Listen, you do what works for you, okay? But by doing those things, you are actually you are violating spiritual laws, okay? Because you're trying to make somebody fall in love with you who probably wouldn't even give you the time of day if you didn't cast that love spell, okay? You have to know your worth. And that person that you desire, okay? If that person don't desire to be with you, my love, there's someone out there that is going to love you, that is going to honor you, that is going to worship. I don't want to really say worship the ground you walk on, but is going to be everything that you have imagined them to be. I added, if AB is the right man, you can't lose him. Wait, hold on 1 second. I replied that this would be a violation of spiritual law, but that I would speak the word for the right man, the divine selection, the man who belonged to her by divine right. I added, if AB is the right man, you can't lose him. And if he isn't, you will receive his equivalent. She saw AB frequently, but no headway was made in their friendship. One evening, she called me and said, do you know for the last week, AB hasn't seemed so wonderful to me? I replied, maybe he is not the divine selection. Another man may be the right one. Soon after that, she met another man who fell in love with her at once and who said she was his ideal. In fact, he said all the things that she had always wished AB would say to her. She remarked it was quite uncanny. She soon returned his love and lost all interest in AB. This shows the law of substitution. A right idea was substituted for a wrong one. Therefore, there was no loss or sacrifice involved. Jesus Christ said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and these things shall be added unto you." And he said the kingdom was within man. The kingdom is the realm of right ideas or the divine pattern. Jesus Christ taught that man's words played a leading part in the game of life. By your words ye are justified, and by your words ye are condemned. Many people have brought disaster into their lives through idle words. For example, a woman once asked me why her life was now one of poverty, of limitation. Formerly, she had a home, she was surrounded by beautiful things, and had plenty of money. We found she had often tried of the management of her home and had said repeatedly, "I am sick and tired of things. I wish I lived in a trunk." And she added, "Today, I'm living in that trunk." So, I just wanted to read this because without understanding, okay, we keep continuously creating a life of despair that we tend to say we do not like. And you have to study. The only way to get understanding is study, okay? And it's up to you if you want your life to change. If we have been, and this is for the people who always get caught up, I guess like the conscious community, that get so caught up on what happened in slavery, what happened, with the, all these different things, like the spells that's being cast, all these different things. If you get caught up going down that rabbit hole, because I used to do that. I used to get caught up in this conspiracy theories. They really not conspiracy, but I used to get caught up in that world, okay? Until I started realizing that was not helping my life. That wasn't even changing my life. And actually, it wasn't really doing too much for my life, but just having a conversation with someone else who had felt the same exact way. But that wasn't stopping me from crying, from experiencing the things that I was experiencing, until I started getting to know thyself. See, if you worried about everything that's going on outside yourself, you will never get to know thyself. Well, you won't spend time getting to know thyself because your energy and attention is going all towards, oh, well, this conspiracy. Or look at this. Look what's going on in the world. Let me tell you something. You can't change the world. You can't change the world. And you can't fix it. You can't fix no one. You can't save no one. Okay? You're trying to save someone, so you can't save no one. Okay? They have to do the work on themselves. And the only thing I do is I just share the things that I'm doing, the books that I'm reading, okay? And I tell you guys how my life is started changing drastically for the betterment. Okay? It started changing so good for the things that I truly desire. And all of that came from me focusing on what I want. Writing my goals down. Focusing on how I could become a higher version of myself. Doing the work. Reading the books. Listening to the personal development. That's what it came from. And so If my job is to put the message out there. And whoever comes across the message, their job is to see if it correlates to whatever it is that they feel may be true in that message for them. But my job is not to convert. It is not to change, battle with anyone, go back and forth with anyone about who said. My job isn't that. And I don't give energy to that. So, with that being said, I love you guys. Keep rocking out. Keep believing in yourselves. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep glowing. Okay? And if you ever have time, okay, if you want a great read, this book, I highly recommend it. Okay? I remember the first person who said it, Miss Iyanla Vanzant, when she had held up this book and she was talking about it on Facebook. And immediately, I went on Amazon and got it. So, you want better, you're going to do better. You know why? Because you deserve better. Now, if you think you don't deserve better, if you think that you are sentenced to this type of life, then you're not going to do it. You're going to keep on doing the same exact thing. And so, till next time, I love you guys. Peace.